Welcome back to A Moment in History. I'm Seth Udinsky. Tonight, let's explore a historical event that has made news headlines in recent days. This moment in history is a tragic and often overlooked account of Christian persecution, another chapter in the bloody struggle between Christianity and Islam. It is the Armenian Genocide of 1915. To capture the weight of this mass genocide, let's explore the history of the perpetrator, the Muslim Ottoman Empire. For centuries, the Armenian population in the Turkish region existed as a largely Christian minority in Muslim-dominated lands. In the late Middle Ages, the Ottoman Empire was born under Sultan Osman I. In the 14th and 15th centuries, the Ottoman Turks conquered much of the Near East and began to penetrate Christian Europe. Under Sultan Mehmet II, the Turks sacked Constantinople, the capital city of the Byzantine Empire, and conquered it. The Byzantine Empire, once a stronghold of Christianity in Eastern Europe for over 1,000 years, was destroyed in one of the great tragedies of historic Christendom. In the 16th century, the Turks conquered large portions of Eastern Europe, and the empire grew to nearly match the size of the Roman Empire. The Turks reached the gates of Vienna in the 1520s, threatening to conquer and destroy the Christian West as they had done to the Christian East. Western Christendom, at this time in disarray in the wake of the Protestant Reformation, would have likely been no match against the Turks. But as Providence would have it, that was the high watermark of the Ottoman Empire. They could not conquer Vienna, and after a final loss in Austria in the year 1683, the empire began to decline. For several hundred years, the Turks lost much of the land they'd conquered, and by the start of World War I, the empire was on its deathbed. In a last-ditch attempt to regenerate the empire, the Ottomans looked inward. The imperial leaders ordered a cleansing of sorts, in which the resident Armenians, many of whom belonged to a strand of Eastern Christianity from the Apostolic Age, would be destroyed. Some historians indicate that as many as 1.5 million Armenians were murdered by the Ottoman Turks during the massacre between the years 1915 and 1917. In danger in their own lands, many Armenians found freedom and refuge in the United States. It came to pass that the Ottoman Empire's attempt to cleanse the empire from within ultimately failed. The empire was destroyed at the end of World War I. And 100 years later, in April of 2021, the American government officially recognized the mass Armenian genocide and vowed to pay tribute to the lives lost at the hands of the Ottoman Turks, much to the delight of Armenians worldwide. Thanks so much for joining me once again for A Moment in History. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. And if you want us to cover one of your favorite moments in history, you can tell us in the comments. And as always, stay tuned for new content.